So, what does it look like to go through the process of healing from hurt? What does it look like when you have something on the inside that is causing this void and darkness, but on the outside looking in, nobody knows you're going through it? So, darkness, frustrating moments, life forcing opportunities on us that we have to make a decision to choose to grow. All of us don't make the same choice. All of us don't make the same decision. One thing that darkness did to me, and here again, y'all, I'm just an everyday guy trying to shed light in some of your darkest moments. Why? Because I've been through some dark moments. But on the outside looking in, people look like, my career, everything has always been successful. But yet I've hated my jobs. Nothing has provided fulfillment. I had moments of knowing that I felt like I was doing something on purpose, but then I had so many other moments that nobody knew the depth of darkness, the depth of frustration, the depth of this ain't working or this don't feel right. Man, maybe I should be, I know I should be doing more. So how has that been for you? What about the hurt of not being where you feel like you should be? The turmoil that nobody can really see. And even though you may on the outside looking in looks like everything is working out, but if the inside was turned out, what would people see? Let it drive you to God. I'm going to just be honest, y'all. The Almighty God, the creator of all things, when you consider what the person of Jesus Christ did, fully God, fully human, there's talks of this finished work of Christ. There's talks of to embrace and to believe and to receive what he has done and not reject the stuff. That it will cause our life to be different. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, this stuff is true. Like, my faith and belief in him, although still growing, although still trying to figure this out, although still there's so much more for me to learn and grow to, but to try to walk in his ways, to try to do things the way that he did and the way he says we should do, it started making sense. And granted, I still, man, I botched this thing up still. I get frustrated. You get frustrated. Life is frustrating. But I had a conversation with one of my nieces this morning, and she felt like, oh, I don't feel like my life is where it's supposed to be. And she was sharing some personal, intimate things and overwhelming feelings. And then you got these anxious feelings, and it's just so much. And you feel this weight, and you feel this frustration. It forces tears out of your eyes and your body. And sometimes we don't want to even let it happen. We try to look like we have it under control, but we don't. In reality, we don't. In reality, we're going through it and we need help. But in reality, a lot of us try to do it ourselves. Don't, man. There are some people, and if you don't have anyone, email us, go to my webpage, istayMad.com, use the contact us page. But there are some people that are placed in your life to help you through these moments. I can't help to feel the burden to help people through dark moments. Most people feel like, LeVar, you talk all the time. Only about the stuff that I feel led and called to talk about. So if it ain't about life, purpose, healing, value, and how God is interconnected with all this, then I don't got nothing to say. I love sports. I talk about sports sometimes. I love football. Let me say that. I want to see people win. I want to see you dig out and climb through this dark moment. So what's the first thing? Admitting that it's there. Admitting that it's a void. But then believing that you can come out of it. Believing that you have the power to do this because God says so. And because with the connection with him, not that we got to build a relationship and to seek him so much when it like he's lost. We're the lost ones, but he's so closer than what we realize. And just ask for the level of awareness of his presence. And then, no different than practice when it comes to athletes or people doing things and they get better and better, is start to now intentionally start doing things that can put you in practice. So sometimes you got to read the instruction manual. Start reading the Bible more. Go to the verses where Jesus talked. Go to the verses to kind of hear his thoughts. Go to those verses to see what he was talking about, right? And keep reading and reading and reading. And just keep trusting that God will expose the things that you need to be exposed so you can truly begin to win. This life is supposed to be more abundant. It's not supposed to always be dark. But there are a lot of moments that have the silver lining where we can grab a hold of these moments and grow. And it pushes us closer to our destiny and offer the detour. This month is like mental health awareness, I believe, right? And no different than exercising, and you do these things to get better and better, and it can train your muscles. Y'all, we need to do some mental exercises, and a lot of it is talking to people. A lot of it is acknowledging that there's something wrong. A lot of it is to go to God. Like, listen, he hears you. He loves you. Yes, you. Even the one who's watching this video, if you watch it this long, to say there's no God, guess who he still loves? So go ahead and expose the inner turmoil at points where people that God sends to be valued, like to value and show you your worth. And then go to him and ask him to just reveal what those moments, darkness moments, are supposed to do for you, and where it's supposed to take you, because everything is meaningful, everything is purposeful, and everything is still controlled by God. And you still have value. Stay mad, fam.